though, I speak it though, I speak it though. What's on your mind, what's on your mind is deep though. We'll speak it though, we on the air, we on the air. Just take it, I'ma take it there. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Yeah, I'm talking about it, but I'm real about it. I speak on it, but don't catch films about it. We can chop it up like it's nothing, baby.
Everybody, what's going on, everybody? We are back here live here on the OT Radio Show, and we are here. It is Thursday. We are here. We are going into the weekend. You know, this OT weekend right here. But listen, man, I got a special guest, y'all. Whew. Let me tell you something. I just got finished listening to one of her tracks. I was sitting here vibing for a minute. I forgot that the time was already like 5:15. I'm just being honest with y'all. But I got right now Miss T-Huny. She's on with your boy OT. I am happy. I've been trying to get her on since last year. When I tell y'all since last year, I've been trying to get her on since last year, and now I have her. Now, T-Huny, artist, owner, lyricist, smooth over any goddamn beat. When I tell you smooth over any beat, y'all seen her. She been featured in the She magazine. You know what I mean? Connecticut Post, Pop Vision Music. She got her own radio station. She's a program director. She multitasked and she did something for your boy OT. Yes, she have. Yes, she have. And y'all seen it on my post. Yeah, yeah. And she's a designer, web designer too. So she does it all. But I have her today. She's mine for the next 20 minutes. She is mine. She ain't nobody else's but mine, y'all. And I got her here right now. Producer said she is in. They said she in. I say bring her in. You're in. I got my girl T-Huny. T-Huny, what is up? What is going on with you? How are you feeling today?
Hey,
T-Huny, y'all.
hi.
I got her.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. No problem. What's going on with you? First of all, thank you for joining me here on the show. I appreciate you. I've been trying to get you since last year, and now I got you. So you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yes, my voice is a little hoarse, but we still gonna rock out.
All right, sound good. Sound good to me. All right, Miss Honey. Well, you know, I gave a little bit of introduction to you, but can you tell our listeners and everybody following where you from and how you got started? Then we're going to talk a little bit too.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your introduction. Yeah, I got started doing poetry. Doing music became therapeutic. I started kind of experimenting with my sound, and kind of developed it from there. Got in a studio, started recording music, and at a certain time, I realized like this is something that I really actually like doing versus just being a hobby.
Uh huh.
Um, and music opened doors for other stuff, the radio station, designing, just being creative overall. So music kind of opened the door for a lot of other things.
Well, listen. Well, let's talk a little bit because you are fire right now. You're fire. You're
I
fire.
appreciate it.
And I'm glad you're here with your boy. I'm glad you're here. So
Thank you.
let's talk a little. What's going on, everybody? Oh man, what in the world is going on, everybody? You just heard that right there. What's going on, everybody? All right, so starting your career off, right?
Mhm.
You know, you started out like you said. You know, you started out doing poetry. What made you get into the music industry?
Um, Honestly, it was the reaction from the crowd I received. I was 16. I did my first show. Like my manager at the time was like, "Yo, you got a show in 2 hours," and I never performed ever. And I'm like, "What?" And it was at this bar, 21 and up, and they got me in and made it happen. And I went,
Uh-huh.
and I performed, and everyone was like, "You did good," and I was so nervous. But just getting a response from that, and then people encouraging me, I think you should keep doing this, I think you got something, that kind of motivated me. I said, all right, well, let's explore it.
Right. Well, listen. I mean, you know, you're doing it. You're doing it because listen, I was vibing off your song, the one that you dedicated to the Lost Boys, and I was like listening to it, and your delivery is like it remind me of MC Light. To be honest with you,
Mm.
that's your delivery remind me of MC Light. You know, so if you want to have to go back old school, I just went old school with you. So you remind me of MC Light how your delivery because your delivery can go on a hard beat, a smooth
Mm.
beat, a mellow beat, and that's what we need today. Because a lot of people don't got that versatility, especially in the music industry, right? A lot of people really don't. So, what makes you unique out of all like the female artists out that's now? What makes you unique? Because you fire.
I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. What makes me unique? I think just being versatile. And then just being purpose driven. I love to put concepts in my music. Like
Mhm.
a lot of stuff I write about is realistic or it came from my viewpoint or someone close to me. So that's something I like to probably say that I try to separate myself from others with.
Mhm. Well, you know what? You are damn sure doing it. You know what I mean? I mean, you're doing it seriously. You're doing it. Now that's now from being an artist now, right? Now you're on
Mhm.
the other side of the table. Like you are owner, you're a program director of your own radio station.
Right.
How do you distinguish like the two? Like you're an owner and you're a lyricist. So when people be like, yo, can you put me on? Like, what do you look for just to add people to your radio station? Because I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's hard.
Right. Honestly, within the first, not gonna lie, first like 10 seconds, I can already kind of tell if the record's gonna be hot or not based off of just the
Fact.
intro alone, the beat,
Hmm.
what they're saying, their delivery. First impressions, everything people say. So now, since I've been listening hundreds of records, I can kind of tell what's gonna be fire, what's not gonna be fire.
Now being on that side, let's talk about that because I know, me, because I used to rap back in the day with a group, and
Okay.
being on the other side, like we've really got to like separate ourselves from that because a lot of things that we
Right.
think that is like trash is end up being hot. Like,
That's true too. That's true too. Right about
so how
that.
do you right? So how do you like really like separate yourself because even though you said a little bit, but I'm trying to dig a little bit more into it because being a lyricist
Mhm.
and listening to what people are bringing out today, to me
Mhm.
everybody's starting to sound the same. Like I can't tell the two. If I close my eyes, I can't tell the two of two
Right.
different artists or who they are. What can people? What can you do to help out, like bridge that gap in between. Like, okay, yeah, I'm a lyricist, but yeah, I don't like it, but I know it's going to be fire. Like,
Mhm.
how do you bridge that gap right there? Because that's a big gap to bridge. Because I know I do it. I do it a lot. Of people like, yo, OT, check this out right here, and I'll be listening to it. I'll be like, man, this shit is trash. But then I'll be like, but the beat is fire,
Right.
but your lyric is trash. Right? Like, how do you bridge that gap on trying to get the understanding? Like, all right, I got to go back and do it music wise because
Right.
that's
Right.
what's going on now. To be honest with you,
Yeah, and me and my assistant program director, we have this conversation all the time because he deals with more arithmetism and stuff like that. I'm more with discernment or like based off of because I'm a
right,
lyricist, so I'm like
right,
them bars ain't hitting it, but he's like, yo,
right,
she is charting. So we do that. Shout outs to Donovan Lacroxy, but so yeah, we have those conversations, and sometimes I just got to take it from a standpoint. All right, well, I look at it like this, this is radio. A lot of
hmm,
labels and stuff pay for these spins. So when it comes to
yep,
Star Music Radio, I'm saying, all right, what's gonna make us different? You have a lot of commercial radio stations, a lot of indie. So what's gonna really make us different? Because as I speak to hundreds of artists and stuff, a lot of people don't like listening to the radio. It's the same thing over and over again. So how
yes,
I kind of take the approach is a little bit different, and I go off of I have like a list of criteria. What sounds good? What is the concept? What is delivery? Different things like that versus just is it charting? And of course, if it's a hot song and everyone's requesting it, yeah, we'll feed it to our listeners. But
hmm,
really try to cater to the people that are saying, all right, this is what we want. We want good music. We want to hear bars. We want to hear concepts. We want to hear storylines. If it sounds like everyone else, how can I tell you're different? So that's kind of the approach when
hmm.
it comes to adding records, especially if they're requested.
See, artists, see, now y'all listening to the boss right there. The boss then already spoke. So if y'all be trying to give us some trash, she, she ain't gonna be replying back to you. I'm gonna tell you that. She ain't gonna reply back to you. But listen, but let's talk a little bit more too, because we didn't already got into the lyricist side. We already got into that. We didn't already got into you being your owner, program director, hosting your own radio station. Now let's talk about you being a web designer. Like I
Right.
mean, how? Like when you think about that, you be like, okay, what I mean? She's a lyricist. Yeah, she got a radio station, but a web designer too. Like, how was that? How do you maneuver? Like, how do you do things? Because I am like totally confused because when it was like, oh yeah, she did this one right here, and I'm like, hold up, but she got her own radio station and she do web designing. Like, you're just multi talented. Like,
Thank you.
talk
Well,
talk
honestly,
to me.
I had to learn it. I was just talking to Herb about this. Shout outs to Herb Middleton. I was just talking to him about this. He's like, "Yo, T, you said what you said," and I was like, honestly, when I first started doing this and music and stuff, things were so expensive. You know, people want $300 for a logo and stuff. So I said, I better take the time out to learn how to do some of this stuff. So over the years, gradually I learned how to do graphic design, designing clothes, web design, so that I could, help push my career. I didn't have the funding, especially at that time to make that stuff happen. So I said, all right, let me go from the drawing board and figure this out. So I'll watch tutorials, just educate myself on what to do. And that's how I kind of figured it out.
See, multi talented, multi talented. So if you need anything web design for y'all artists out there, y'all better hit her up. For y'all artists out there, if y'all want to get some spins, y'all better hit her up. If y'all want to get some
Yeah,
features, she do that too. Y'all better hit her up. Like, wow,
go.
wow.
Let's go.
So what is new for you for 2022? What is new? What is going on right now? What can people expect to see?
2022. Well, I'll be dropping my album fourth quarter called Life on Paper, produced by Herb Middleton. And, that's just something we've been working on gradually over the years, but really, really starting to dig deep into it. We
Hmm.
just released a single called For the Better.
Hmm.
And this project is important to me because right now, I do a lot of advocacy for domestic violence. And so
Hmm.
Life on Paper is going to talk about that and other things that, happened in my life. And it's like each song's gonna be like a journal entry, honestly.
Hmm.
Um, so I just want to give people insight on what I've been through because I feel like when we as people can share our stories, then maybe that'll help other people. There's a lot of people silently suffering, a lot of people dealing with stuff by themselves, and more of like a motivational, inspirational piece, just to kind of educate people, but also help them get through the day at the same time.
Yeah, because a lot of things been going on. I mean, during this pandemic and I
Right.
wouldn't say post pandemic because it's still going on. You know,
Mhm.
um, especially when it comes down to mental health, especially when it comes down to a lot of domestic violence because now people are home now, right?
Right.
So a lot of people
Mhm.
don't think about that. It has risen up a whole lot. I know because I actually got a cousin who's actually deal with that, so she be telling me a
Mhm.
whole lot, and I'm like, damn, we don't never think about that. So
Right.
now let's talk about your single that you just came out with. Let's talk about it. What was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, so this the story behind that's pretty funny because like we first originally was gonna drop a different single, and
Mm-hmm.
then we decided to push it back maybe closer to the fall. But this record, we were just in the studio vibing,
Mm-hmm.
me, Herb, and then my label mate, and we all, her name's Lady Malfi. Shout outs to her.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're vibing, and Herb had this beat, and he's like, "T, I got an idea." So he told me the concept, so I was like, all right, boom, 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 wrote it down. She laid down her chorus, and that was that. So
Uh-huh.
Herb's mixing it. He's like, yo, T, I think we gotta drop this first. So but the concept behind it is called For the Better, and it's basically saying, it's time to leave this situation, like I
Mm.
got a wake up call, I need to leave, figure out how to leave. But it's for the better for me to leave. So a lot of people may not want to leave these broken relationships. You got a lot of different feelings and emotions involved, but it's like, all right, we're at a period of time where this isn't going to work. And, so that's what For the Better is about, just walking away from something that's unhealthy.
Damn. Damn. You got me all messed up right there. Because I mean, that's what's going on. Not even in a relationship, even in jobs.
Right.
A lot of
Right.
people are in unhealthy jobs. Let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about that because when you talk about leaving a situation, what is your aspect about that? Because especially in a relationship these days, because a lot of people feeling too comfortable and
Mm-hmm.
they are going through things. What do you say about that right
It all boils down to safety and your health, right? So you can have
there?
all of these other cons and pros, but when it really boils down to is safety, is this a safe environment? Is this a safe
Mm,
relationship? Do I feel safe in it? And then the other thing you gotta boil it down to is your health. Is this causing me a significant amount of like health wise, negative negativity? Is it draining my energy? Do I feel sick? Because stress causes illnesses and people
yes.
develop different diseases and stuff. So you really gotta boil it down to that and ask yourself, can I really handle this? And then you have to say, is it worth it? People are like, I
Mm,
can do it, but is it worth it? Is it worth your health? Is it worth your life? Your safety or your children's safety. So like you really have to focus on that because at the end of the day, I feel money isn't everything. Your
mm-mm.
life's important.
Facts on that one. And I'll tell you this: if people need to start looking into right, people that be at jobs, the job is only going to pay you if you be at your job for 13, 14 years. They only going to pay you for what you have done with them. But if you go somewhere else, they're going to pay you for all that experience that you had done
Mhm.
with that job, and it's going to be a
Right.
whole much better salary. I want people to think about that because you know what, I had to learn that myself, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I had
Uh-huh.
to learn that myself because I was with a company for 13 years, and I I was too comfortable until one day I woke up and I was like, yo, dude, this is trash. So then when I went to a whole nother company, I'm being honest, and then when I went to a whole nother company, it's I'm getting paid more, and it's not longer hours. And if I choose to
Mm.
do longer hours, it's a choice, not I have to do it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's a mental thing. And it actually
Hmm.
saved me a whole lot because that's why I'm on the radio back again. Because I tell you, boy, I was
Go.
God damn factual, factual. So now, Miss Honey, can we expect any tours? Can we expect you be, uh, uh, you know, showing up, doing little showcases like pop ups because you big. So 'cause I already know you're gonna be doing pop ups. Like somebody might be on the microphone, you
Yeah.
pop it. They be like, oh shit, they're gonna T Honey, come on stage. You gonna be like, no, I'm good, I'm good. What can we expect to see?
Yes, you guys can expect to see a lot, just working with my team. Shout outs to Moontown Records and Publishing. Shout outs to Upscale. Right now we're currently just putting all that stuff together.
Hmm.
There are some shows in the works. Shout outs to Liberia. We should be
Hmm.
visiting you guys very soon. But yeah, we're just putting a lot of stuff in the works and gotta make this stuff happen because again, this project means a lot. It's not just music to put out for people to listen to, which is cool, but it actually has a really deep meaning behind it. So
Mm, mm. Well, Miss C, honey, I am glad to have you on. I finally got you on. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So we finally connect.
yes.
I enjoyed it. Yes, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and tell people like she did one of my web designs that y'all see on Instagram, Facebook, and everything else for 2022. Uh, thank you so much because you put it together. Because I was
You're
listening when
welcome.
I got it. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. When I got it, I was like, damn, this shit fire. She was like, yeah, T Honey. I'm like, T Honey, the rapper? T Honey? Yeah, like she do this too? Oh wow, wow. And you never know what people do besides just, being a lyricist that you are. We never know
Right.
what else people do. And I thank you. I thank you so much. And I thank you for joining me here on the
You're
show.
welcome.
I finally got you on. But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and talk. Listen, let's talk this shit right now. Okay, lyricists, give me your top five female lyricists right now. I don't care if it's old and new. Top five. Give it to me. I don't care what order. What order?
Let's go. So Lauren Hill, Eve, MC Light, Lil Kim. Um, fifth one. Let's see. There's so many. Five.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'll say. I like Cardi. Cardi doing her thing.
Okay, okay. Well, my top five. You ready for it? Here go my
Mm-hmm.
top five. No special order, right? So I always say Eve because she's Philly born, but Eve got it. Eve got it. Um,
Oh, definitely Eve. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Bahamadia. See, a lot of people don't know about Bahamadia. Bahamadia had it. I gotta say, Lauryn Hill. I won't give Lauryn Hill special shout out because, man, I wish she just. I missed it. Like she teased her with that first
I
album and
know.
killed the game,
Yeah.
right? Um, I gotta say, Lil Kim. Lil Kim bring it, and then I gotta say Queen Latifah,
Queen. Yeah.
and then my girl,
Right.
yeah, and then MC Light. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I gotta get that. Now let's go top five lyricists, not rappers, but lyricists, because everybody don't understand this. Lyricists, give me your top
Right.
five lyricists, men.
Top
Top
five,
five.
male or female? All right.
Mel.
So male. I like Nas. You know, he delivered.
Yes.
Um, you got Cole, J. Cole. I think he's super dope too. He produced. He's on that level of that just lyricism.
Hmm.
Of course, Hove. I mean, of course, you know that don't even need to be said. But
Hmm.
and I'm naming different type of lyricists. Lil Wayne, his wordplay's crazy. Especially mixtape Lil Wayne. Like, gosh,
Yeah.
it's just like, where did he come with it? How he come up
Right.
with that freestyling? And there's
Hmm.
another rapper, John Connor. I got to interview him. He's super dope from
Mm.
Detroit.
Okay.
The
Here go my
lyricist all
top
day.
five. Lyricist top five. No special order. All right. We got Nas. I got Jada Kiss. I
Mm,
got Hove. I got M. I have ooh, I got L. A lot of people forgetting about the battle LL. That LL boy. LL
right.
Cool J. I
Yeah.
got L. And one more. I want to give you one more. And I'm gonna say this. I got a whole top 10, but I'm gonna say this. Snoop. Everybody
Okay.
forgetting about my man Snoop. All right. We can't front. Snoop gave us that 90s. Snoop was the fireest thing in the West Coast during the 90s. Like
Mm,
nobody can front about that. So I gotta give my man Snoop. But shout out to all the other lyricists that I have on my top 10 list is crazy because we talking about Coogee Rap, we talking about Rakim. I even got J. Cole in the joint. I got Lil Wayne in there too. I do got Lil Wayne in there because he gave it to us. So my top five, yeah, you know what I mean. That's just my top five for me. But my top 10 is crazy. So and I put them up against anybody. Anybody
wow.
I put them up against. I put them up against
Right.
side by side. I put my top 10 up against anybody. Cause I want to tell you, Wale is in my top five.
Yeah, Wale's a dope artist. He's dope. He is.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
dope.
Wale. And I gotta put Meek Mills in my top 10. You know what I mean? Give him some credit, Bill. But yeah, yeah. Well, listen, I definitely appreciate you so much. Appreciate you on every level, and I do. I appreciate you on every level. Welcome to the family. Thank you for this great interview. I know you got some things
Thank
going on, so you look
you.
like you already in the studio already. You know what I
I
mean? About to
am.
drop some more bars. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Tell Herb I said what's up. Tell Herb I said what's up.
Definitely.
Appreciate you. You know what I mean? And
All
hey,
right.
give everybody all your social media where they can find you at on all social media and websites.
Right. So you guys can find me on Instagram. Follow me, please. At T_HUNY. So that's T-Huny, T_HUNY. Facebook, Twitter, T-HUNY. Search for me. You can find me. And yeah, just want to let everybody know, the album coming soon. You go to my website, T-HUNY, T-Honey.com to keep updated on when the release of the album and all our singles and videos are done. And remember to keep God first.
Facts, facts, facts. All right, now listen to you, honey. You got to come back on. You got to come back on because I might have a little segment before this year's out. You know what I mean? To
Okay.
talk about some of the hit songs that dropped this summer. So you got to come back on because it's going to be fire this summer because everybody getting back out. So a lot of
Right. Right.
concerts is going to be going on, and I know you're going to be
Sure.
doing a lot of pop ups. So Hopefully you
Absolutely.
could do a pop-up. Hopefully you could do a pop-out. You know what I mean? Up there in Philly. If I have something in Philly, hopefully you could do a pop-up. So yeah,
Definitely.
we're gonna
Let me
talk
know.
about that. We're gonna talk about no problem, no problem. Well, all right, y'all. Y'all heard it
All right.
right here.
Thank you.
Got my girl T-Huny. I appreciate you so much.
Thank,
Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you, T. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family.
thank you.
Oh, y'all, listen, good show, y'all. Had a good time with my girl T-Huny, man. Y'all heard it right there. Listen, lyricist, owner, program director, web designer. Y'all can check her out. Got her own station. Check her out, y'all. I love her. I appreciate her so much. She does a lot. I'm telling you, she does a lot. And when I tell you her bars is crazy, her bars is crazy. So listen, make sure y'all keep on checking me out. I got a lot of good things going on. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. OT Radio Show. You can see it, hear it, love it, enjoy it, tell a friend because, hey, you are all family to your boy OT. No matter how big I get, you can always come holler at your boy. You know what I mean? So make sure you holler at me, talk to me. And we got a lineup coming in May. Ooh, we are putting it together. We're gonna be hitting Canada again. We're gonna be hitting New York. We're gonna be hitting Philly, like Dubai. Like we got some fire things going on that's coming on the show in May. So we putting it all together now. People are, solidifying their dates to come talk to your boy OT. So look, I'm here, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be good. And I will see y'all on Monday at 5:15. Same time, same place. Because we got some interviews coming on, y'all. So listen, thank you for watching. Make sure you check us out on all social media platforms. Make sure you go to our website, OT Radio Show, and you can check us out. Thank you for watching. Love y'all. Be good. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Peace.